got in 3, 2, 1. Oh shit! Oh shit! Hey, welcome everyone. It's another episode of the GoLoco podcast, a podcast where I don't know where the fuck this is going. Fucking greatest intro ever. Yeah, that's my intro. There we go. If you want to support me on Patreon. Patreon.com/GoLocoPod. For $2, you get access to a bunch of shit, like the full unedited version
the uncensored
of this.
Japanese version.
If this is so bad, I can't even. Yeah, this is all
no pixels.
This is god. All right, I'm here with a friend from high school. If you'd like to introduce yourself, you can do so at your discretion.
I am Justin. That's all you need to know.
Oh, Justin. What type of person would you say you are, Justin?
Asian.
What are your interests?
Anime and hentai too.
Okay, Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
I see your references.
Yeah. Computer gaming, shit like that.
Ooh, cooking. What's the best thing you can cook right now? If someone said cook for me, what's your go-to shit? I don't care how simple or how extravagant. Just like your go-to, like, oh, okay, if you want to see me cook, this is what I'm gonna cook.
Make you a mean steak.
Ooh.
And mashed potatoes.
What cut?
Like from scratch.
What cut? What cut is your favorite? What's your favorite cut of steak?
What cut?
Like, what are you gonna use? Ribeye?
I like me a ribeye.
Ooh.
Or New York steak strip.
Ooh. Fucking man. But tell them how you'd season it. Tell the world. Don't give any secrets, but it's like, just go up to the mic. You know,
salt. Pepper. With some butter.
Welcome to our ASMR.
ASMR. Wait, hold on, I got this. You won't know what it is.
Alright.
Comment below what you think it is.
Right, if you're on YouTube, you can tell what it is. But if you're listening on Spotify, Anchor, or anywhere where you can find this podcast, you're all gonna be hella confused. It's like, what the fuck did he eat? They're gonna be like, is it a hot Cheeto? Is it a Ruffles? Well, to be fair,
Styrofoam.
Yeah, it's fucking packing peanuts, which apparently, thanks internet, I have now found they are edible. It's fucking great.
Ew, what the fuck?
Apparently they're edible because, there's going to be babies who are like, I'm fucking packing peanuts. Dogs, I don't know who the fuck would eat it.
That makes sense.
Makes sense, but I'm like, bro, who tested that? Like, I know they probably made sure it was edible, but who was the first person to be like, oh yeah, they're edible?
The cyanide is edible too.
Fucking, it's in pairs for low doses.
Exactly.
I mean, just gotta eat like 200 pairs. You're finally gonna die. Just
dissolve it in some water and drink the water.
Fucking just put it in a smooth. Give it to Jamba Juice. Fucking, can I get a suicide to go? Fucking, oh god, this podcast is going.
Into wheatgrass.
Oh god, this is going way off. All right. You claim to be an anime fan, all right? What's your top 5 anime of all time? And if it does include Sword Art Online, then you're officially just kidding. No.
I think Sword Art Online's like 101.
Bro, this guy fucking. I remember talking to this guy fucking back in high school about Sword Art Online. I don't even remember. Fucking, I haven't fucking watched Sword Art Online, even if it's still going on. I know Kirito's a vegetable and shit.
Season?
Oh, spoilers. No, I haven't. You're still watching it?
Dude, yeah.
Okay, no. All I know is
it because of the animation, dude, not the story. The story is shit. The animation's fucking clean as shit. Like, it's like Fate Stay. Or
the new one?
Fate Stay Unlimited Playwork, yeah.
All I know is Kirito? Fucking, I can't say his name.
Kirito.
That's all. Kirito. Yo, Kirito. Yo. Fucking Dorito. Okay, okay, that's what Sword Art Online abridged should have called him. Yo, look at Dorito. Yo, shut up. My name's not Dorito, it's Karibo. It's Karibo.
Karibo.
Fucking
No wonder you
Yugi.
can't die.
Fucking Pharaoh.
Oh my god. I remember
Fucking,
that shit.
bro. I mean, I knew Yu-Gi-Oh was a manga, but I'd only like recently remembered that the original shit is the only one that was actually a manga. Everything's been anime original. Basically, everything after original is Yu-Gi-Oh GT.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Preach.
People would be complaining like if his hair is, they were complaining so every season almost, and then they recently complained that the recent one they announced doesn't have crazy enough hair. What the fuck?
Nah,
What?
nah.
Yeah, it's like what? I don't even know. Or again, it's just like, I don't even know. Fucking, fuck, I already forgot what I'm trying to fucking say.
Good job, mate.
Fucking, oh shit, yeah, top 5 anime. What's yours? If you're such an anime
top
expert.
5 anime.
I
I got my list right here.
Oh shit,
I've watched too much anime in my lifetime.
Me too. I had my list and then I lost my list. Because it's on an iPod.
You bitch.
It's on an iPod Touch
Just have it on
4.
your
I don't have a freaking charger for that. I don't even remember. I know if you show me what I've seen, I probably can remember at least seeing it. And then if you tell me the name, I'm like, yeah, I've seen that.
Dude.
But like, I need to get someone out there donate an iPod 4 charger, and I will look up that list for everyone to know how many anime I watched just in like 2 years of high school alone.
Dude,
that was one of those.
My anime list.
I know, but first
Not
of all,
sponsored.
I have to not sponsored, but I have to fucking find every single anime I've ever watched. You know how hard it's gonna be? It's like a few hundred out of a couple thousand.
Yeah, point there.
Fucking like
my top 5.
top 5,
Not in order.
not in order.
Fate Stay Night. Unlimited Blade Works. 2014.
Okay.
Alright. And then
Is that one? Wait, did you just do one? Is that one? That was hell long.
Yeah, that was one.
Fucking,
Yeah, that was one.
Damn, I forgot how long the title was. Everyone's just Fate Stay Night. That's it.
But there's like fucking like 7 renditions.
Because it's Fate.
I know.
You know how many? They're making another Fate, and now everyone's. I don't.
Fate Grand Order. Yeah, I know. Don't even get there.
I don't even know. It's too much Fate.
Mirai Nikki. That's a good one.
Oh, I remember you're Gasai. You let Gasai.
Don't even.
Bro, that's classic. That was. I remember you watched that shit hella.
Oh, so good. No Game, No Life. Of course.
Ooh, fucking.
ReZero.
Ooh, oh yeah, Suffering the Anime. There we go. I was like, because I was like
Restart Anime.
I was saying like Read Life. No, it was like no. What the fuck?
Am I in 4 now?
Huh? Yeah, you said 4. You said 4. You said 4.
And Shokugeki no Soma.
Food Wars. No,
Dude,
Heaven's Lost Property.
5. Bro, it's good, but the recent shit that's come out is too good.
Would you say we're kind of?
This is still my number 1, but you know.
Would you say we're kind of in a renaissance right now? Looking right now, just
Yes.
like, because everyone was
Dude,
like,
the animation.
because like,
beautiful.
if you were to break down at least in recent history, because I'm not gonna go like, yo, the history of anime from Astro Boy. No, I'm fucking like, it was like 90s shit was like everyone was like Toonami, it was Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon, Pokemon,
Yep.
and then everything.
Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho.
It was more Bleach came later, but like yeah, all the old stuff, and then from Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon, everyone's like, bro, we got to bring every single game possible. How about what if we did Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh, but with tops? Shit, Beyblade. what if we did it? What if we did it with balls? Bakugan.
What if we did it with digital monsters? Digimon.
But Digimon was old though, so that. But yeah, I know what you mean. I think everyone's always arguing which one came first, Pokemon or Digimon. And I'm like, I don't care.
What about that new
They're
one?
both-
What about like the spirit monster ones?
Yokai
Isn't there
Watch.
one that has like a spirit monster? Yeah, Yokai Watch.
That's basically
shit.
that's the newest of that whole. That's like the grandkid of all those things. Beyblade is in its like third iteration. I'm surprised it's only on its third. Digimon is on its like, oh shit, we ran out of things to do with Digimon, so let's just do the original one. twice.
let's just reanimate the original one.
Let's just do original one. Make them older. Oh, that was pretty. That was okay. But what if they were even older? They made them even older again, right? It was Try, right? I was like they're a little older, and now it's like I don't remember what it's called, but the more recent one where like Agumon looks like he's dying and shit, and they're like, yeah, this one finally Tai, fucking 30-year-old. I don't know how old he is.
Oh my god.
That's just
It
like
kind of reminds me of like Ben 10, and they made him like a kid, and they made him a teen, and then they brought him back to a kid.
And they're like, it's a reboot, but not, but like it is, but no.
Yeah, it's like a different dimension, and
it's
he
a
has
different
like different
timeline.
Omnitrix.
I don't know. Fucking what else? Fucking, and then I think around 2000s, early 2000s, it was definitely Naruto. It was the big three came out, or the big three in the world. Japan still says it's fucking One Piece and or JoJo and or Dragon Ball.
That.
We all know that, but in the West, it was One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach, and it was by far Naruto, at least in the West. Oda's admitted Naruto beat him over here, because I think.
Oh yeah.
Because they're like a hyperactive kid with an orange jumpsuit and yellow hair. Shit, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, and yelling like half all the time.
Yeah, thanks. And by the way, thanks Kubo for like kind of giving up after the third arc of doing the same thing, and then just kind of. And then it was just like I remember reading Bleach near the end. It was literally like I love Bleach, but it was like literally near the end. It was like 10 pages of like full page spreads. So he didn't draw a lot. No, and it's colored mostly in black. Because it's just like he knows his ending in the next like 50 chapters. He's just like, I'm gonna stretch this out. Because like I don't even know. Do you think they? Hey, by the way, I gotta lend you a hand because you called it back in high school. Yes, Sasuke did eventually go back to being evil even though it was like 2 chapters.
Yeah, I told you, bitch.
But it came out like 2 years later, so you can't really.
True,
but still, it took so fucking long.
I also called Obito.
I think everyone called Obito though. I don't think anyone did it. I think 90% of people were like, yeah, Toby's probably Obito. Is like Kishimoto's not really good at drawing a character look completely different. It's like, hey,
and giving
if you wanted any hint that the fourth Hokage was Naruto's dad, they have the fucking same hair color, and there's no one else in the village with that hair color.
Spot the anime character.
And then Boruto is just like, hey, let's do 50 episodes of filler, have like a great episode, and then our 50 episode. Literally, it's to the point where everyone's like, the manga of Boruto is fire, and they're nowhere close to the manga.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you're like almost 200 episodes in. How are you not even close to where the manga is?
This is Boruto, the manga, and this is the anime. Like,
it took filler. It's not even filler because it's like they're the ones writing it.
It's canon. It's canon.
It's canon. Everything is canon. It's just like, my God, like it's like, oh fucking, it's just like, bruh. Imagine they're like, hey,
Boruto Shippuden.
Hey, we can all admit best filler is Curry of Life arc, and you can't doubt it. Curry of Life. You remember that arc at all in Naruto?
In Naruto?
Do you remember that arc?
Curry of Life?
Yeah, Naruto. This is post Sasuke arc, but they're like, they did like a whole 100, 200 episodes of filler because like, oh, the second part's way too close. We gotta, but then they did it a little too long. There was one arc called the Curry of Life. I don't remember exactly, but apparently they had to guard this special curry, which is supposed to give people like more. It's like really nutritious and really magical, right? And freaking Rock Lee eats it randomly, right, to fight off the enemy of the thing, and it's so full of life. He goes drunken master.
No, I don't remember that shit at all.
Oh, and then there's one scene. I think it's from the same arc because it's Rock Lee. Because it was like Naruto, Rock Lee, 10, and maybe some other people. Because they're just mixing characters. Like, what can we mix for one team? Even though Naruto and Sakura are the only one who don't have a 3-man team, everyone gets messed up now. There's one scene I remember where it's Rock Lee fucking like he just says something like dimension transfer jitsu. He's like, Tenzin's like, you can do jitsu now? And then he disappears, right? God. He disappears, right? And then he comes out of they're looking through a window, right? Then he opens the door to the room, it's like, there's nobody here. And Tenzin's like, you just fucking did super speed. That doesn't mean anything. He just ran around hella fast to check to see if anyone was in the house. Alright, anyway, we got off track, but best podcast never on track. Joe Rogan never.
There you go.
And anyway, so if you guys love My Hero Academia, then y'all should stay. But if you aren't at least at the minimum caught up with the anime, not the dub, because the dub's 1 week behind. Because thanks, dub's not bad, but thanks Christmas and Adult Swim for pushing it a week. So now everyone's all confused because everyone's like, because it's supposed to be simulcast, but now everyone's like a week off. Simulcast my ass. No, everyone's like this. It's like fucking. Everyone's like, where are you? No, but yet
usually for dub they have it like a whole series off.
So if you haven't watched,
go ahead.
No.
Yo, fuck you, go ahead.
Okay, fuck you. Nah, but if you haven't watched the recent episode of My Hero, I think it's like episode 13 or 14 of season 4, then spoilers ahead. If you don't care about spoilers, then you can just chill. If you care about spoilers, watch the episode, come back. If you watch a series, shame on you, because it's the fucking
watch all 4 seasons.
It's like,
and the movie.
And the movies, because the next movie comes out next month, which may or may not have. Well, in Japan, but over here in America, it's coming out in February, which may or may not have hit the animation quality. But we're not gonna talk about that real quick. We'll talk about it in a bit. But we don't want to get spoiled for that and anything further. You might want to pause this right now. I'll give you 5 seconds. All right, 5 seconds of Justin eating real quick. So. All right. If you're still here, then you don't get either. You've watched the show or you don't care about spoilers. Anyway, so we're gonna be talking about My Hero Academia, Infinite 100%. Holy fucking shit, bro! All I gotta say is holy. Oh, fucking. So freaking.
It was good.
For people who kind of just like or kind of need to just be refreshed, even though you've either watched it or don't care about spoilers. Basically, we're in a. Let's see, what would you call this arc? This arc would be called
Overhaul.
This is called Overhaul arc because there's different names that most people are used to call it, like the internship arc or the Overhaul arc for obvious reasons.
Fuck the internship arc. That sounds so stupid.
Anyway, the Overhaul arc, right? So basically, rundown: Deku, our main character, and fucking best boy. Don't fight me, you Bakugo and Kirishima and fucking Todoroki, Endeavor. I don't know who else is left.
Endeavor.
I know he has fans. Ida is like, I don't know. You look like Ida, dude. Fucking dude. I don't know, electrical dude. He's useless. He doesn't do anything. He just gets stupid. That's his whole character.
I know.
Shocked. Even freaking what's his name? Who's Great Boy? Great Boy has more moments than.
Oh, yeah, that fucker. Such an M, I think.
Mineta,
yeah.
Mineta. See, I can remember Mineta's name, but I can't remember Electric Boy, man.
Kirishima, I think.
No, Kirishima's hardening. The one who's in the arc right now. Who is best hype boy? He just hype man, freaking manly man. It's like, you're manly. Oh shit! All right, wait. Let's just talk about all the fights in this arc first before we even get to the main event. Cause holy fucking. Okay, so I'll start. It starts with.
Where do we start?
It starts with Sun Eater versus the three of the bullets in the beginning, because that's the first fight. Freaking, and Sun Eater's like, yo, everyone's like, bro, what's Shy Sasuke gonna do? A fuck ton of shit, dude.
Assassin's Creed Sasuke.
He fucking a lot of shit. Fucking, he took 3 members. Like most of the other people only took 1 or 2 on. This guy took down 3.
True.
Just on his own.
But I mean, like, I feel like he is still too fucking weak.
But he can eat
Like,
anything. He can literally eat
true.
anything and become. I don't even know. He ate a crystal. Did that shit digest that quickly? Like, did it just like
Yeah, right.
it just go straight to his esophagus? Just like, it's like was it liquid? What the fuck? No, but his fight
How the fuck
was
did you swallow
pretty.
that?
I wouldn't say it's top tier, but I wouldn't say it's like it's not shit. It's like above average. It was kind of hype
Of the season.
because you're like this is the first time you see a big three member really try because Mirio kicked the shit out of everyone's ass in the end of season 3. Power! Fucking Mirio, fucking most manly of men who looks like a Tintin. What's his name? Fuck, I don't remember. His dad, his dad,
Smash character
or whatever. But his dad definitely looks like that character because he got the same fucking. Bro, you lagging hella.
It's Lucas, man. Lucas is Mario.
Oh shit! All right, you back.
Shit.
Kind of. You're kind of still lagging. I'm not lagging. Oh my god. Oh, hello.
Please.
All right, there we go. You're kind of back. Your webcam quality kind of dropped, but you're back.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. I'm back.
240p.
But yeah,
now.
no, Lucas. Mirio, yeah, right. Mirio looks like Lucas from Smash.
Oh yeah. I know there's another character that people say it looks like, but yeah, you got the Astro Boy hair and shit. Yeah, but then this is the first time you see one of them like, because it's implied that Mario's still stronger, but Sun Eater's not far behind. Like Sun Eater probably is like, if Mario's here, Sun Eater's like, because freaking Fat Gum says he's more qualified to take those 3 on than. And to be fair, he hasn't seen Deku or Kirishima in action, but he's like, no,
Kirishima in action.
He hasn't seen not like.
Didn't he?
I mean, he did, but I'll get to it when we get to that fight. But freaking, he goes like, he's like, out of everyone here, he's including Aizawa and he's including Rocklock and himself. He's like, and Night-Eye. He's like, he's the most qualified to kick those 3 asses. Believe me. And he does. I mean, he kind of underestimated them a little bit, but he kicked their asses.
Yeah.
He literally kicked their ass into a wall. He was like,
that is true, but he got the shit taken out of him.
Yeah. And then next one is was it Fat Gum and Kirishima versus the 2 other guys. I remember their names. Freaking Shield Boy and Rappa.
Shield Boy and Punch Boy.
Rappa. I remember Rappa because I kept saying Rappa a lot. But I remember what Shield Boy. Shield Boy. But whatever. And fucking Kirishima. Bruh.
Dude.
What'd you think of the flashback? What'd you think of the flashback?
I thought the flashback was cool. I mean, it gave a little insight character of who Kirishima is and, you know, his view on himself and everything around him. But like, man, when he like big boyed up, like after the flashback, I was like, my guy.
It was just like, holy shit, this guy just fucking went like, even though he knocked out right before the punch could land. The shield came up, he was ready to throw down, even though he was basically about to like pass out,
get his ass whooped.
He was basically about to get his ass whooped, but then Fat Gum becomes Fit Gum, and just like bah, it's like 6-pack and everything.
Yeah, one punch,
bro. I need to know bro. I wish I had Fat Gum's freaking like fucking just imagine eat all you want and then get punched a bunch and then fucking just get fit real quick. Oh shit, there we go.
Is that a meme?
Oh, I don't know. It probably is. Then what's next? I think it's the little scuffle with Rocklock, and then the League of Villains, Toga and Twice show up. They're kind of like the mid boss. They're not really a boss, but they're kind of just like, hey yo. Oh wait, before I get that, who do you? I'm not gonna tell you because I know you haven't caught up the manga, but who do you think that big boy is in Kirishima's flashback? Let me ask your thoughts. I already know who he is. I'm not gonna spoil. But
the big boy,
the one who's like, you know, when Kirishima he doesn't move in the flashback, he's like move.
That guy, the guy that wanted to know.
I'll just say. Where's the Hero Association? I'll just say he is very much important. I won't say in what capacity, but he might. I don't remember if he shows up soon or not, but I remember he is a big part. But I'm not gonna tell you who he is. But what do you think of that big boy who's just like fucking like as tall as a fucking house and shit? Just like where? Imagine if you're just like someone's like, and then he's like, oh, I directed him to the police station. I'm like, you don't need to direct him to the police station. The police are probably on their way already. So he's just okay. And then he's like, thank you.
The fact, like, what is the police gonna do to that guy?
Nothing much, I think, but you know. Anyway, and then
they're just gonna fucking look at him and be like, "Oh shit."
Yeah. All right, and then it's Toga and Twice kind of messing around, and then it's the Mario and Overhaul fight. What do you? Let me get your thoughts. What are your thoughts on Mario Overhaul fight?
Mario. Well, the Mario versus the drunk dude and the confession dude.
Yeah. Fuck the confession dude.
Was pretty lit.
Fuck confession dude.
Fuck the confession dude.
Fucking.
But like Mario versus Overhaul was beautiful. I wish they'd done more with it. Like
I was saying, in the manga they
Overhaul.
didn't. In the manga, it showed even less, but they did have like. So you know the freeze frames from the anime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those aren't in the manga. Instead of that, they just give a dialogue of saying 15 minutes after the fight has started, 10 minutes with his quirk, 5 minutes without his quirk.
No way.
So he fought Overhaul for 5 minutes without his quirk. And it says he fought. No, he protected her, and that's when it shows him getting stabbed in the stomach. Because there's like a black. It's just black, and then the next thing you see of him is him being stabbed. But then, bro, I'm so jealous because I've seen some. Because the normal subs, they don't show that. But then I've been seeing some reaction people, whoever their editors are, put that freaking dialogue or that narration in, and I'm like, bro, this makes these free streams 20 times better. Because it's just like, you know, I'm just like, why can't Japan? You couldn't, right? You couldn't put words on the screen, even if it's in Japanese.
I wish they would have done the Overhaul versus Mario fight more, like as an episode.
But it's because of the movie. The movie took away a lot of their talent for a good amount. Until Best Boy Deku fucking just comes charging through the wall. And Deku fucking, and then we gotta talk about Overhaul. It's an overpowered motherfucker. He just like,
no shit, really?
Freaking even
instant reheal.
Because Mario did, with his quirk, was more powerful than Overhaul. Overhaul admits that. But then Overhaul is like, but I'm not going all out yet. Takes Confession guy who's knocked out cold. And he's like, you know what? Let me just kill you and make you a part of me. It's like, what the fuck? And then he becomes like this freaking.
And he can like regeneration.
This carnage looking shit. Fucking 4 arms.
Yeah, it's like 4 arms.
And once he gets to that point, Deku at 20% fucking can't land a hit.
Shit.
He could not land a hit. And then Eri.
And he got hit too.
And then freaking Eri comes back in, runs back in. He's like, no, go. We have to.
Yeah, like a dumbass.
I mean, to be fair, she's been tortured since the age of like 3. You got chill.
Still dumbass.
Whatever. But then they get shot up in the air again, and then she's like, she sees Mario's cape, and she's like, you know what? Nah, I don't want to do this anymore. And just jumps up. First of all, she's like, freaking Midoriya's jumping up, trying to get up there.
Yeah.
Fucking, and then, oh my god, the insert song.
The music, oh my fucking god!
Whoever went the soundtrack of the episode went off. We're just like
that soundtrack song is actually from
the movie.
Heroes Rising. Yeah,
bro, it's on Spotify. I have it. I already saved it. The minute I found it on Spotify.
I've been playing it on YouTube.
Bro, it's fucking it's so good. I can't wait to see how, because people say in the movie it's even better because it makes even more sense. Because obviously it was for the movie, so I'm just like, fuck, I want to see it.
Dude, I'm so ready for the movie.
Though,
like, I saw that thing.
I'll tell you this though. Apparently, the movie is more closer to where they are in the manga than where they are in the anime. So but there might be because that's what I heard. Because they showed. I mean, it's in the trailers, but they've shown Endeavor, and Endeavor has his costume that's after this arc, rather than
Hmm.
or a few arcs from now than the arc that you probably recently remember him in. So he's like, they're
Right.
like, this shit's like hella far. But just letting you, I don't think there's like a specific like too many spoilers because it's probably like, oh, there's probably just hints of what happened recently. But it's basically
True.
you could probably watch it on its own from just the anime itself, which I think.
So does that
Hmm?
so does that mean this movie is before this season or after the
It's
season?
after the season.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if the season. I don't think
Cool,
season.
cool.
No, season will not be done. Oh, by the way, they've announced that the next artist doing the next opening, because obviously 24 episodes is always 2 openings, right? Or 25, whatever. It's kind of Boon. Fucking Naruto Shippuden opening 16
No
people.
way.
Fucking Naruto the last opening people. Bro, I'm ready.
Dude.
I'm ready. Period.
That's
They're
gonna be so sick.
fucking. It's either, bro, them, Flow, Asian Kung Fu Generation, just sign me up. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what
Yeah.
it is.
It's gonna be,
I don't give a fuck because literally they did a fucking they did an opening for freaking Erased. Not kind of which one is it? Kind of yeah, I think so or someone.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Or is it
Yeah.
no? It's Asian Kung Fu Generation, and everyone's like, bro, this sounds like a Naruto song. Because it makes. I mean, it was a good opening for Erased, but I was like, the more you think about it, it made Erased seem way more shonen than it is.
True. Yeah, I went there.
Erased is a depressing show.
Erase is amazing.
It's amazing, but it's pretty depressing to what the opening showed. It's like, da-da-da-da-da.
True, that
Oh
is
my
very
god,
true.
I'm stuck in the past.
Damn it.
There might be a child molester
Just-
/ murderer.
yeah.
What the
I have to
fuck?
save them.
But I'm kind of depressed.
Yeah, right. You can't
like-
do it.
Fucking, well, yeah. Anyway, but yeah. What'd you think of the actual Midoriya versus Overhaul fight? Deku versus Overhaul.
See, that's the thing. I like the music, and the Deku versus Overhaul was like the animation was great. Like but then again, it was like the whole episode as a whole was just Overhaul flashback, and then like literally, I want to say like 2 minutes of Deku versus Overhaul. Like it was not like how they did it in season 1.
I'll say
All Might versus Number.
Yeah, I'll say in the manga, it's basically the same thing because I reread it recently just to see. I think right before I watched the episode, I reread it. The whole fight is only like the whole fight from the episode, not like the whole thing, but just the episode itself is like maybe 2 chapters, maybe even less than 2 chapters. Might be 1.5.
Really?
Because I remember the end of a chapter, no, it's only like a chapter maybe. Because the end of the chapter before is Deku going 100%, and that's the cut. Imagine if this episode cut off with him turning 100%, everyone
Dude.
would riot. But that's what I felt like.
have to wait another week.
I was reading the manga. That was almost 2 years ago, and I think there might have been hiatus too. It was like a week off. It ends with him being at 100% with like an area on his shoulders, and then the next chapter is the fight, which I think ends that same chapter, and then shows a little bit of the beginning of next episode. So it's like I think literally the punch that you see, which becomes like One Punch Man, and then the final punch is only 1 page. But that guy, whoever Nakamura, fucking love you, man. You fucking made that 1 page. Which, by the way, Hirikoshi, beautiful artwork. I'm telling you, dude, you need to read the manga. Fucking his artwork. In the next few arcs, his artwork turns up to 11 shit. It's like he goes from like, hey, I was influenced by Naruto to be like, hey, Naruto, this is how you write, this is how you fucking draw a spread. Freaking people, it's fucking holy shit. It's just like, holy, oh my god. There's some things in like, I think it's like 2 or 3 arcs from this current arc. It's fucking just panel of gorgeous. It's just fucking. It's like the magnum opus so far. It might become the magnum, depending on how the rest of the manga goes. Depending if he doesn't get sick like freaking Hunter x Hunter, and or doesn't get bored like Kubo, doesn't get tired like Kishimoto, or doesn't get bored and tired like Toriyama. Or Toriyama wasn't because he got bored. It was because he fucking got an editor, but became a yes man. It's like, yeah, let's make a pink fat guy the villain. Blue Arc is like Toriyama just went like, hey yo, I'm gonna take this acid real quick and draw some panels.
Yeah, right.
It's like, you can see the Blue Arc makes
fuck up my shit.
Dragon Ball tangent. You can see the Blue Arc. I love the Blue Arc, but like compared to like the previous 2 or 3 arcs, and even Dragon Ball, it was just like it was more truth to who Toriyama is, but it was also had no like. It was so confusing because fucking everything was like there was like no plan. It's like, hey yo, Goku's the hero. No wait, no Vegeta. Wait no, Goten and Trunks. Wait no, Gohan. Wait no, Goku again. Wait, I don't know.
Wait, let's just put them together.
Wait, let's make the villain Vegeta. Wait no, let's make this fat guy. No wait, he's too fat. Let's make him the serious guy. No wait, let's make him a toddler.
Yeah, basically.
Like,
I felt like half of the Blue Arc was filler.
It kind of was because like, hey, let me introduce Fusion twice in the course of this arc. And then, let me introduce you.
Let's fuck up the Fusion, and then let's get inside of Boo, and then let's like, walk around inside of him for like, I don't know, 5 episodes.
Let's first of all, let's start a whole Blue arc, Great Saiyaman arc. Let's make Gohan the main protagonist as he should have been. Let's make him but like, oh wait, people kind of don't like him being goofy, even though he's like, it's time of peace, and Gohan's kind of like not too serious anyway. Okay, let's introduce Goku real quick again. Throw Goku back in. Oh wait, people love Goku. Oh shit, wait, Goku's dead though. All right, put Gohan back in. Yeah, but I really like Goku. It's like, what the fuck? Pick your mind. There is no protagonist. Tell me, there is no protagonist in that entire arc that lasts more than like a couple episodes, or a few 20 chapters or so. Again, goes from Gohan, Goku, Gotenks, Gohan, Goku. It's like,
dude, I was rewatching the Cell arc, and holy shit, to get from the point where Gohan actually fights Cell in Super Saiyan 2, when he actually gets introduced to Super Saiyan 1 Gohan, took like fucking, I don't know, 30 episodes.
Okay, I'm just like, it
was fucking insane. I was trying to find that one fight.
You didn't like Gohan versus General Tao?
General Tao sounds like a fucking Chinese dish. General Shao chicken.
Okay, anyway, no, but yeah, so, but bruh, I kind of understand what you're talking about the My Hero though, about it kind of being kind of, though I mean like, where else are you gonna put the overhaul flashback though? Like if you go look back, like
how about you just don't?
Well then he's a generic villain and no one gives a fuck.
But he's a generic nil villain. Still nobody gives a fuck.
All right, I'm gonna ask you this: who's been the best villain so far? I'm gonna give you options because obviously there's only been it's been Shigaraki, which is this fucking hand dude. Everyone knows. Basically, basically who's like, yeah, he's gonna be the main villain, but he's like the little whiny bitch right now. Oh, that sounds a lot like Deku. No shit, it's called duality. And then you got Stain, the ultimate anti-hero. Then you got All For One, who's basically, hey, you want to make Darth Sidious, but anime? And then it's Overhaul. And I'm not going to put any of the side villains, because you can like them or not, but those 4 are the main ones right now. Obviously, Shigaraki's the only one who's still, not dead or fucked up or in prison or anything, but But so technically, if you're put him no, which one?
No backstory.
No, he has a backstory. He was a person who I don't know. He was a person. That's all we know.
Yeah. Wasn't he a person that wanted power? So All For One gave him 7 or some shit, and then he became experiments.
Yeah, he's like a bird, literally a bird brain, literally.
Yeah.
Oh, shit! Oh, wait, yeah, all the Nomos are birds. Wait a second, they all look like birds with their head.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Okay, but yeah, who do you think's your favorite right now? Because I know who's my favorite, but that would be spoiling everything.
I think I like Overhaul, to be honest.
Because he basically, I'll tell you right now, he's basically Shigaraki, but he knows how to do
smarter.
shit. but I mean, even though Shigaraki's like, what, 15, 16? I don't know. He doesn't look. By the way, you know, someone pointed out, it's like, hey, you know how Shigaraki and Deku, how they're even more parallel? It's like how they're both wearing the same pair of Air Jordans, except with inverted colors.
Fucking Christ.
I'm like, wait a minute. And I'm like, wait, Deku wears Air Jordan? So wait, Michael Jordan exists in this universe? Even though it's like 100 years ago, Jordans are still going?
Yeah, right.
Fucking...
Bought it, Ross. No, but like, the duality between Deku and Shigaraki is basically because, you know, all for one, one for all.
Yeah.
Fought each other, so basically it's
So
it's kind of like
over under on there being
that,
another three. Over under there'd be actual three musketeers in My Hero Academia.
Yeah, exactly.
The origin of All for One and One for All. There actually was a third guy, but he died.
He's all in the middle.
He died. That's it. He just died. He died, and I guess that's why All for One's a bitch or a dick and shit. I don't know. Three Musketeers. Yeah. That's why it's called All for One and One for All.
It kind of reminds me of the Harry Potter, where there's a third brother.
I don't know. Harry. The theory that Neville could have been Harry and Harry could have been Neville if Voldemort just chose differently.
I remember that.
Imagine Imagine if you switched the whole thing, but it's confident yet fat Neville.
Yeah, right.
Like, I imagine he'd be still. Well, by the way, Neville's parents still got fucked. They didn't die, but they got fucked.
They got fucked up. They got fucked hard.
It's like they're both basically gone insane, and so I'm like, what the fuck's the difference? Like, I don't know who's had a worse childhood: Harry, who never knew his parents and grew up with an abusive household, or Neville having to see his parents go insane.
Yeah. I would choose Harry.
Yeah, but Neville was like kind of... I'm surprised Neville became competent at any point. I'm surprised he got into the school. If it was a normal person, he'd been like... Which, I mean, obviously is why he could have been one of the prophecy instead, because he just didn't break. Like, you know how many times Neville gets fucked up and he just doesn't break? Like, he's a coward for most of the series, but he never breaks. He never, like... It's like, I'm gonna tell on you, but he's never like, fuck my life, I want to kill myself real quick.
You got a point there.
Even Harry's like, should I? Neville's like, nah, fuck, sword! Fuck yeah! I got a sword! Fucking fit Neville, skinny Neville by the end, it's just like, everyone's like, oh my god, Neville.
Yeah, right, be like, oh my god.
By the way, did anyone know that fucking, who plays Harry Potter again? What's his name? Tom Radcliffe. Daniel Radcliffe. Tom Radcliffe. Fuck's Tom Radcliffe?
Holland.
Tom Holland. Again, Daniel Radcliffe. Who knew he was going to be like that short?
Right?
He's short as fuck.
He's short as shit. Holy Christ.
Anyway.
Isn't he like 5'4" or some shit?
Probably. He's like Tom Cruise, that thing. Tom Cruise hella short. I'm taller than Tom Cruise, which just saying something.
Damn.
Okay, we're all taller than Tom Cruise, I think. We are all taller than Tom Cruise. All of us. Even the 4'11". Yes, you are taller than Tom Cruise.
Even Kevin Hart is taller than Tom Cruise.
Kevin Hart is the tallest man in the world. What are you talking about?
That is also true.
He's definitely one of the most fucking... Hey, let me tell you something. Fuck. But what do you expect? Okay, what do you expect next episode? I won't tell you if you're wrong or right. I'm just like, what do you think's gonna happen? If you watched the preview, if you didn't, then just tell me what you think.
No, I didn't watch the preview.
All right, you're one of those guys. It's all good. I watched the preview because I already read the manga. But what do you think's gonna happen? I'm not gonna tell you if you're wrong or right. I'm just gonna look at you question the whole time, so you don't know if I'm like judging you or not.
Okay. Well, what I think is gonna happen is Deku's gonna feel the after effects of going 100%, obviously, because he felt it at like what 30 or some shit.
It's 20.
Fucking 100%, 20,
yeah.
And he's gonna get fucked at 100. So he's gonna feel that. I think Overhaul's still gonna be alive, and I think Eri would still I think Eri wants to do something with Overhaul, like maybe like heal him or something, or like they want to take Overhaul in or something, or I don't know, something like that.
I can
And I
either
think
admit you were right or admit you were wrong. So we'll find out on Saturday at like
yeah.
it's like 3 in the morning. It's actually like if you're like one of those guys who stays awake, you're like, oh shit, it's here now. I can watch it real quick before I know.
Oh my
Because
god.
literally I was up for a while on Friday, which became Saturday, and right before I knocked out, I looked and the episode was online. And I was like, do I want to watch? No, I gotta I gotta go sleep because if I watch it now, I'm not gonna remember how hype it was, or I won't be able to sleep because I already know how. Because as a manga reader, I already know what's gonna happen. But like, my god, oh my god, do you think?
Damn.
Do you think that's Deku's true 100%? Because a lot of debate is like, is that him at his peak? Because it's definitely a preview of what he could be, but is it like how is that at the end of the series? Is that how strong is he gonna be, or is he gonna be stronger, weaker, different? What do you think?
Well, I think, I don't think it's just full power because he's only using a certain style of the One for All.
Super Saiyan
So,
One for All, you know.
Yeah,
Super Saiyan Blue.
basically
Super Saiyan
One
Blue.
for All. Super
he
Saiyan
he
Green.
even got the electricity. He got the aura. I mean, it was a little bit. They called back to a lot. They refer. I think the guy who animated the one of the punch scenes from One Punch Man is the one who. I think I can't confirm it because I remember did that scene at the end of the episode with the 1,000 punches because everyone's like it was so distinct that everyone looked at it as like I think Nakam. I don't remember. It might be because wasn't
It looked like it.
first season of One Punch Man was Bones, right? There's also Bones, right? Because I know it's a different studio
Yeah.
now, but it was Bones before, right? So I think it might have been the same anime. It probably was the same anime because it just looked too. Oh my god, this close-ups of Overhaul. I mean, everyone's like, "Oh my god, the close-up of Deku." Did you see I could see the bloodshot eyes of Overhaul right before he got punched, bruh. That shit was like, my god. You know how long that probably took him to draw. I know it was only like for like it wasn't a moving frame, but it was like fucking gorgeous.
It was amazing.
Fucking just like, and then obviously Deku punches the shit out of him one last time. Freaking goes through him. He's like, I'm like, bro, he should be dead. The way he kicked him in the first place. First of all, smart of Deku to kick him all the way up there because if he was on the ground, he's like, I'm just gonna take everything and just become like Godzilla and shit. Because Deku's hitting him slowly. Things are slowly coming off, but he's still like. Isn't it at one point Overhaul's like a torso and a head because he's like in the middle of reforming. I mean, I think his hand. Because by the end, I think it shows like when he slumped over, his hands are back and shit. And I think even when he gets the mask gets knocked off, you can see his hands and shit. But I'm like, I know it's more artistically him probably just like reforming, and that's why he just looks like a torso. But I'm like, bro, the way Deku punched you just now, your mask coming off should be the least of your problems, too. You should have been snapped.
The fact that he punched him and his mask didn't come off, it's like, what the fuck? Or his body didn't get like blown to a bajillion pieces.
You're just like, and he's literally just like this. You're just knocked out. He's just like knockout. It's like the Wii.
Yeah,
it's like Wii boxing. He's like knocked out. Again, he's like his pupils are white, and he's just like laying there with whatever's left of the body he made. He's like, freaking.
Yeah, he got.
What do you think about Night Eye? What do you think's happening in Night Eye? Based on the last frame, if you remember, last 2 frames of that episode, it's a black and white where he smiles.
Oh, he's totally like rethinking his whole foresight thing. I mean, like, come on. I mean, he saw that.
So what do you think it is? Because this is the first time that definitely for him because he wouldn't have thought otherwise. This is the first time he's ever been wrong. Right?
True.
It's the first. But wouldn't you say that? Do you think does that mean Eri? Because Eri's that's all made. If Eri ever masters her quirk, she's god tier, not top tier, god tier.
Fucking cursed.
She's. I mean.
Yeah, her power is overpowered.
So do you think her power literally rewrote? I mean, her power literally rewrites shit. Literally, like rewinds
Yeah,
it
it's
to a
rewind.
previous state of
Yeah,
being, to the point where like
yeah.
she could make you into nothing. She could make you quirkless. She could make you into a monkey, apparently. But it's just like
Hmm.
whatever she wants to rewind about you, she can rewind. But I'm just like, does that mean that her power trumps his foresight? Because like technically, if Deku went 100% right there, if Eri is not on his back, if he goes 100% full, he's dead. He's not broke. He's dead. There's no way his body would have.
Hmm.
He's literally would be like dead. He's like. So in his mind,
Yeah.
he literally saw Deku literally, probably technically died multiple times in that fight. If you think about it, or broke his bones, or just at minimum. But Ares rewinding so fast, he won't even. As he said, he jumped off into the sky, and he's like, "Why the hell am I up here?"
Doesn't
And he never even
wait, wait,
feels
wait.
the pain because her quirk's already working.
Yeah. Doesn't that mean that she can technically repair All Might?
Technically, but
Problem solved.
will All Might have will have one because it's kind of implied All Might still has like, even though it's like
One for
goodbye
all.
one for all, he's like nah before. I'm like it's not. He still has like this much. So even Deku doesn't even have all of
Yeah.
one for all yet. But like also
But if Eri rewinds All Might to before his injury, doesn't that mean he could not die?
true.
Like, he doesn't die
So what do you
in
think?
the
Do you think
foresight of.
I'll just let you know that the manga isn't to the point where All Might will or will not die. So you don't. There's no spoiler like All Might's dead in the manga. Like no, he's not. He's not. It's not at that point yet. It's still like, I think manga wise a few months out. But do you think? Because I don't even know. Because obviously he's not there yet. Do you think All Might still dies, or do you think it's just so that Night Eye can die in peace, knowing All Might could die, but also because even Deku and All Might is like I might die. I don't know yet because apparently
Yeah.
because technically Night Eye says that his foresight, the further he goes, the more inaccurate
The
it
more inaccurate
becomes.
it is.
But I don't think that it becomes that the event doesn't happen, but it just happens differently because he's still
Timeline.
convinced. He's still convinced it happens because let's say he looks into your like later on and he says you die from a car crash, and then
Yeah.
you die not because of a car crash, but a bike crashed into you. You still died a week later, so it's like, well, he still fucking died in the same spot. It just I couldn't see the right vehicle. I thought it was a car. It was just a normal bike.
Right.
Hit him in the neck, whatever.
Oh, well, it's.
But this is
how I remember.
because it was already like, so the original. First of all, can you imagine how All Might and All for One probably fought in their prime just a couple years back? How the hell did they keep that under wraps? Were they fighting in the ocean? Like, how did no one notice like the strongest hero in the world? Who they admitted, by the way, in the manga, it's implied the Avengers exist, but you know what the fuck? Who cares?
What the fuck?
There's literally a tower, literally in the manga when they show, because in the anime they just show random people slowly. Like in the first episode, there's silhouettes. In the manga, there's fucking Spider-Man, Superman, Iron Man. It's like what the he just drew a bunch of superheroes. he was just like it's implying
What
like it's just like he's like so it's like wait, did Spider-Man live 500 years ago? What the fuck?
What the shit?
Because I'm like, by the way, how far into the future is Mario? Because it's like, it's far enough where they say it's been a few generations, but technology, maybe it's because of the quirks that they haven't really tried to think about advancing technology. Because like, I don't need a hoverboard; I can fly. So
True. But I mean, like, have you seen the movie where the Turtle Island?
yeah, so I mean, like, there are people who still care about technology, but I don't even,
Mhm.
it's still kind of
I
iffy
think
whether that movie is canon or not because it can technically fit.
But it is
like-
canon because they mentioned everything about
Yeah,
the past, like
it's canon, but I don't
the
think
2 seasons before the movie.
I don't know if they're gonna reference it ever in the manga. If they do, it's not gonna be for a while, because they're just
No,
like,
I don't think so.
no, they might bring the daughter back, just like, hey, Deku, you need a new suit. I you know that material I gave you that one time. Here's a whole body. Because by the way, the reason
Go
all
100%.
so All Might He's basically looks like Superman because he's just that built, and that's how he uses all his power without injuring himself.
Hmm.
Do you think Hirokoshi's gonna make Deku that buff by the end, or do you think he'll just be a little more?
I don't think so.
I think he's gonna get like more buff. No, I'm not saying that, but he might look more like an MMA fight. I think he's gonna look more like an MMA fighter, or like closer to Goku.
Not like All Might.
I think he's gonna be closer to like what
Not like
Goku
All
kind of
Might.
looks like, but not what All Might looks like. He might look like
No.
maybe I don't even think Goku. Maybe more like I'm trying to think of like another anime or reference character like Hugh Jackman. If he looks like Hugh Jackman, just like kind of just lean cut and just ripped. Because like even like
I can see that.
because like I think so. Wait, how? There's not many swole. There's All Might swole, Endeavor's swole, and is that it? There's not really anyone else who's like legit huge. Because even All For One, you can't really tell because he's wearing a big ass suit, so you can't. You don't know who the hell is swole. Because Endeavor's the only other. Endeavor's the only one who's like even close to All Might's size. Everyone else is just kind of like slim boy or kind of muscular boy. Oh no, Rappa's
Or fat.
Rappa's fucking big. But yeah, basically everyone else is just kind of like average. I think Deku will probably look closer to that, but like a little more, little buffer. But I think also because technically it's a stockpiling, he doesn't need. I don't know. It'll be weird. They'll probably explain it, or probably it'll just be like, nah, art style change. That's it.
That'd be horrible.
Yeah, but yeah. Any last thoughts on what do you think is going to happen in the future, which I cannot confirm or deny is happening?
Well,
what do you think the League of Villains is going to do? Because obviously they're still there. They're just hiding behind a corner. What's going to happen?
True. I think they're going to try and convert heroes into villains.
Oh, no shit.
Not like mind control. Well, not like mind control per se, but like more like we offer a better future or some shit like that, or like the age of heroes are dying or some shit. And so I think that in the coming future, Deku will definitely not be able to get over 20% like that quickly, because I don't think his body can keep up with that.
Because 20%, he said he was already kind of bleeding. But I don't think he didn't break any bones, but he was already kind of bleeding. So it's like his normal now is probably like 15. He could probably go 15 without problem, I would think. Because it's like before it's 8. Like he goes in with 8, right? Because that's where he left off with Bakugo when their fight. He's at 8%. Then he pushes to 20%, and he's just on the edge of like, I'm about to break every bone in my body, but I can last it for like a few minutes. So it's probably around like 15, I would say 12 to 15 right now, normal. By the way, he's fucking progressing hella quick. Like, even though he's probably gonna get more shit once he even gets close to 100 in terms of power and learning how to use his shit differently, he's gone from like, you gotta think it's only been a few months since he got this power, and he's already pushed himself to 20%, pushed himself to basically with Ares' help. But basically became All Might Jr. By the way, he's like flying around. He's literally, you can see him like kicking in the air. I'm like, bro, he can fly because he's literally punching and kicking the air so hard. He can basically fly. He's just like, wee. Which the only other person who's shown to do, because even, what's his name? Who's All Might's teacher and he taught Deku how to use full cowling. They shortened
Gran Torino.
Gran Torino. Like he can do that, but only if he hits off a wall. Wait, he just stole Gran Torino's moves. He's doing Gran Torino in the air. I just realized that's what he's doing, bro. Deku's on another level of think. Right? That's why he's gonna be number one hero. Because like All Might don't fucking. I mean, he thinks, but like, I think Deku's gonna. I mean, I already know, but I'm not gonna tell you. But I feel like Deku's gonna. No, at the end, it's gonna be like he'll be stronger than All Might because obviously he has to be. Because that's just how it's going to go. But I also think he's going to be able to think more, especially because Night Eye and Mary have taught him. Even though I kind of already predict, I need to predict even more. Like, my plans can't be just like, I'm a punt. Because Overhaul points out to Deku saying, you're faster and more powerful than Night Eye and Mario, but you're just moving straight lines. I can see you fucking coming a mile away. So that's how you can tell. Technically, at 100%, even though Deku's moving around even faster, if Overhaul for some reason were able to gather more shit, he probably would have eventually have matched Deku in power. Deku just happened to kick him before he could do that. So like Deku has to learn more about, because he's already smart, but he got to hit the books harder. He got to hit them book because he's already what top.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because it's like what's it? It's Yaoyorozu at 1, and then it's Ida.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's Bakugo at 3 because Bakugo is just is Bakugo. I think then Deku, Mineta for fucking some reason. No, because Deku's smarter than Todoroki. But the reason Todoroki is better than Bakugo, Deku, is just because he's just overpowered as shit. He's never had to think. Yeah. He just done.
Fucking does.
Okay, would you say that the big... who do you... Since we were talking about the big three with Mirio, Sun Eater, and Nejire, who's the big three of... It's kind of obvious, but who's the big three of the new... Basically, it's Class 1A, because fuck Class 1B. Y'all don't do shit. Fuck Class 1B.
1B.
I mean, I assume they're gonna... I'm assuming they're gonna have, like, a lot of stuff in the future. But, I mean, like... Yeah. Especially once they're out of high school. 1B
took the power of Eri and was able to use it freely.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, because he can accomplish it. Remember that guy? The Princey bitch is like, oh, Class 1A fucking failed. And then the smack tunk. Yeah, the fucking basically. If anyone's a traitor, he would be the. If he becomes a traitor, if they call him the traitor, I'm just like, bro, really? That's the most obvious person in the room. Anyone could have thought of that. He's such an asshole.
Yeah,
he would. Yeah. It would be like all the characters would be like, that sounds about right. There's no one would be like, oh, how dare you? It's like, he'd be like, yeah. I mean, I didn't think he was, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
And then, who's
three?
It's kind of obvious. And they've promoted it to hell, but...
Deku, Bakugo. And it's kind of a tie between Kirishima and Todoroki. But I mean,
Todoroki would kick Kirishima's ass right now, even with his Unbreakable. All Todoroki used to be able to do like, bah.
Stand still.
Which one do you want, real quick? Hot potato or cold potato?
Cold potato.
No, but like, it's just like that shit's overpowered, and it's supposed to be. It's weird because it's like Todoroki is more like Sasuke than Bakugo, and if someone pointed out on YouTube, Bakugo is basically just more angry Naruto. He's like he really it's if Boruto was a dick, even more so than how he kind of is. He's like if Boruto was an absolute asshole.
Yeah,
because he's a genius. He's loud. He for some reason people like him even though he's such a dick to everybody. Because even Deku's like, yeah, Kirishima, yeah. Everyone's like, kind of like, nah, but we like you anyway. Because Naruto at the beginning, no one really kind of liked him, and then once he shows his colors, everyone's like, oh, Naruto's not a bad guy. Basically, Bakugo is fucking very angry Naruto. It's like, fuck, Deku, Deku.
Izuku.
Yeah, no one said Izuku. He said Deku. If he ever says Izuku, it's gonna be because he's dying and shit. You know, even if he dies, he's not gonna say Izuku. He's gonna be like, Deku, you better avenge me, you asshole. You better avenge me, you asshole. Fucking. Bakugo would sacrifice himself for Deku, turn around, and then punch Deku in the face before dying. That's it's like, what the fuck, man? Save your ass, bitch.
Basically, Bakugo is a young Vegeta.
Basically. Though I think Bakugo is way more... Because I think since their fight, Bakugo is about to be best friend with Midori. They're basically now, like, kind of shitty best friends. I mean, they were best friends, apparently. But, like, now they're just kind of like, yeah, he's chill. He's like, I hate him. But not really, but like... Bakugo's a tsundere. That's what he is.
He is.
I don't like you, Bakadeku.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. I don't like you, dude. That's feeding the flames of the ship. Hey, you know how to piss off a My Hero Academia fan?
Who? How?
Bakugo and Ochako are perfect for each other.
Hinata and Sasuke.
Oh. Okay. It's on that level basically.
Yep.
But yes, I think that should
Yeah.
end the. We should end it here. So yeah, Justin, any last words? Just want to say to the audience out there with this way longer podcast. It's not too long. It's chill.
It was alright. If
How
you
hype
haven't
are you
seen
for
My Hero Academia,
fucking watch it?
fucking watch it. What the fuck you doing?
What the fuck are you doing? And if you're even better, you should read the manga, Justin. I know you read manga. It's
No.
not that you don't. It's not that you don't. You're
I
just
know.
too lazy.
Yeah, that's true. That too.
All right. Anyway.
But no, I read manga.
Yeah. Anyway, this has been the GoLoco podcast, and with my guest Justin talking about anime, My Hero, bunch of shit. If you want to hear the full unedited version, it's coming on Patreon, $2 a month at patreon.com/GoLocoPod. And see y'all next time.
Bye.